Hi, and welcome back to The Secret Life of Parkinsons. I'm Jessica Krauser.
And I'm Brian Baker.
And today we are going to be talking all about Brian Baker.
Oh, good.
Aren't you excited?
Thrilled.
But it'll be a great topic for, I think, a lot of our listeners. It's something everybody has experienced or could experience, especially if they're young onset, but it's unemployment.
Oh, I know all about that.
I know. So you were recently laid off.
Correct.
And so you're currently looking for work again.
Yes.
So I thought we could talk about what that process has been like and how you deal with it from with Parkinson's. Do you talk to your potential employers about it? What is the insurance situation right now? And the thing is, which I think everybody knows this now, but you're also a single dad. So
I'm a mess.
You're not a mess, but no,
I did get laid off with a reduction of force in my last company.
Mm-hmm.
Luckily enough, I've got a couple of good leads from managers or people I used to work with in the past, so I shouldn't be laid off long.
So
hopefully.
it's a good thing you were a good employee for other people.
Yes. But there's obviously a lot of stress to it because financially you're stressed because, okay, how am I going to make this work? How long is my savings and others, everything else going to maintain me? How long is it can take to get another job because the job market out there right now is tough.
Mm-hmm.
So there's a lot of stress plus the stress of, oh my gosh, now I got to explain to another employer that I have Parkinson's. What's their
When
reaction?
do you explain that?
So one of them I told them right up front because they have a extremely extensive background in drug testing policy.
Okay.
And I do have my medical marijuana card. And I just told them that, listen, I may come back positive on this because I do have Parkinson's. Luckily enough, both of these employers I've worked with in the past, and I was upfront with them in the past.
Mm-hmm.
So they knew, but she goes, hey, we go by state law when it comes to those things. But once again, it's just more added stress. Do they go by federal law? Do they go by state law?
Mm-hmm. Do they know what Parkinson's is? Does it scare them, or do you have to educate them?
Yeah, there's all that goes into it. Plus, you got to think, oh man, we have to learn all this new software, and we have to, go through all this training, which are usually very long days and can be mentally exhausting.
Mm-hmm.
So there's a lot that goes into it. Not even to mention, like you said, the health insurance. So you lose your health insurance, trying to figure out what the best route is to either go or maintain it.
So what are you doing right now?
I'm still up in the air. I can still opt into Cobra, which is expensive. Healthcare.gov is not cheap either. I don't know anything about that. Cobra is where you just pay your coverage for. You pay your share and the employer share and keep the same coverage you have.
Got it. Okay. And then healthcare.gov is on your own.
Yeah, it's on your own. So it is, do you go without? Do you take the chance and you go without? You're
not going to do that, are you?
Probably.
Really?
Because
you're hoping that you're going to be landing it.
Yeah, I mean, and with Cobra, you have a number, I think it's 60 days, 45 days, something like that, to go back into retroactivate it. So, so there's a lot there to take in. But keeping your spirits up, staying positive. I've tried to stay in the same routine for the most part. Getting up in the morning. I would say going to the gym, but I really haven't.
You haven't really done that,
No,
but that's okay because you said you were then doing job searches and stuff.
Yeah, so I've been, getting up and just treating it, looking for a job is not my job. So
now, because have you always done the same thing?
Pretty much. I've got about 20 plus years in HR and recruiting.
Would you consider, do you feel like you can or maybe should do something different with now that you have Parkinson's? Kind of like with my job, I changed what I'm doing because of my.
I don't think so. I think I'm still pretty effective at what I do. And, for my dream job is to work at Costco and the door and click the little clicker as you walk in.
What's stopping you?
I don't know if my thumb's ready for it yet. No, it's like I said, surround yourself by positive people. Mm-hmm. It was getting very frustrating there for a little bit because there's just the market is so saturated with people right now that that do this because companies aren't doing a lot of hiring. Fourth quarter's numbers are getting ready to come out. Plus, they haven't got their budgets for the first quarter next year. So, good times.
Like, would you ever consider a job career shift?
I would if it was something I wanted. As we've gotten older, we start. Keep telling my son, find something you love to do, and don't focus on the financial side of things. Yeah. Because as dumb as that sounds, I go because you're going to do it for the rest of your life, pretty much.
Yeah.
So
maybe you could be a pickleball champ.
Nah, that's Marcus.
That's true.
But I could be a pickleball referee.
A referee. There you go.
No, things are going good though. So,
what any advice that you have for people who are either experiencing this or maybe trying to go back into the workforce and living with Parkinson's, like?
Like I said, I'm usually up front with them with the companies, not necessarily doing it in the interview process, but very soon after I start there, just because I want them to know that there's gonna be times where I look like I'm not paying attention, I look like I'm zoned out, whatever, dozing off, whatever, and I want them to, understand that's part of the disease.
Yeah, that's good.
So
I think that's good. I know we've talked about that before, but making sure that your employers. I mean, that's why, like, even like with family and friends, it's like just to get a heads up as to why you might be acting a certain way or whatever. Yeah,
and back to the health insurance, it's kind of a hassle too because you have to, if you want to go with a new policy, a lot of times you have to answer questions, and they have the right to deny you, or if you have certain criteria for like catastrophic things, so you have to find a policy that does not. I have to find a policy that does not ask, do I have a neurological disease or thing. So the joys of navigating the U.S. healthcare system and the unemployment lines and all those things. Good times.
That sucks. But you're doing, but you're, like you said, you've been very upbeat, very positive, keeping your routine.
Yeah, that's the only thing you can do.
Yeah.
In my opinion, I think the only thing you can do is just continue to...
And leverage your network.
Yeah, and hopefully, like I said, for me, that's what's going to save me at this point is my network of...
Would you ever consider, like...
Going to Costco and clicking?
No, like... I don't know. I think this is where I become like very, like, uneducated of this, like how to say things like this. But could you, like, get Social Security, like file for disability or?
Probably you can always file for it, disability,
but because you're still able-bodied.
Yeah. And I don't think that I'm not done giving.
Yeah.
I guess I'm not at that point yet. There's that side of it, and then also, like, could I financially live off of disability? Yeah. Is the other side, which I don't know. I'm not sure what it pays. I'm not sure any of that stuff, but I'm just not. I guess in my own head, I'm not at that point yet.
Yeah. Okay. I was just curious. I don't know.
No, I've thought about it too, but I was like, Yeah.
Okay.
Great.
Anything else?
Nothing.
Do you have 30 seconds?
And last 30 seconds, stay positive.
There you go.
Keep your head up. Continue to use all the networking tools. Update your resume. Oh, here's a little hint to and I told you about this the other day, like, I started sending out my resume.
Yeah.
Didn't pay attention that I hadn't updated my email address.
Aren't you in HR?
Yes, I've done that. There's no way I should ever have done that. I was like, are you kidding me, Brian?
Oh my God.
So
your tip is to update
your resume before you send it out. Yeah.
Oh my God. that would be a good tip.
Hey, I have Parkinson's.
That's right. And with that,
let's call it a day.
Yeah. All right. Thank you, and we'll see you next time.